Okay, so I wanted to work on using the constant multiple rule. What I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to convince you of is this, that I can see this happening here. I look at this and I'm like, you know, it's this whole thing times 1/6. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out my 1/6 here. I'm going to look at the function in here and say, here's the actual function here. I'm going to differentiate that. So here's my 1/6. The first derivative of x squared is 2x. The first derivative of 3x is just 3. So what we really have is 2x plus 3, whoops, screwed that up, didn't I? Plus 3 over 6 is equal to y prime, or the first derivative. Okay, so that's what we're looking for. Let's try another one and see if you can figure out the pieces that we're going to be pulling out here. So here's our next function, and our next function is this one. It says that y is equal to 5x to the 4th all over 8. Sorry about the handwriting today. Wow, that's terrible. I'm hoping that you can see that this function f of x or y is the same as this. So I'm looking at this again. I'm like, you know what? I can see a 5/8 here. And I'm going to pull my 5/8 out and say that y is equal to 5/8 times x to the 4th. And I'm going to take the derivative of the inside part, because that's our function, and say that that is, what is it, 4x cubed. So we're going to have 5/8. The derivative of the inside is 4x cubed, so 4x cubed. And when we simplify that out, we should get that y prime is equal to 4 over 8 is 1/2, so we should get 5/2 x cubed. And if you got that, you're in good shape. Okay? So, you know what? Now let's do one more. Let's just do one more really quickly. So let's see if this helps you guys. Right? So here we go, and the last function that I want to work on is this one. It says that y is equal to -3 times 3x minus 2x squared all over 7x. I'm hoping you're remembering in your algebra really well. So we have these factors of x that we can take out. Here's a factor of x here, and there's two factors of x there. So we can take out -3x times 3 minus 2x all over 7x, hoping that your algebra is good. You're like, you know what, x over x is 1 if they're factors, and we get this. We're going to start taking derivatives here, so the first derivative of, let's start with this, we kept our constant multiple here, but the first derivative of 3 is just 0, isn't it? The first derivative of -2x is -2, so we get y prime is equal to -3 times -2 is 6/7. So it turns out this thing is more linear, isn't it? Okay, I hope this was really, really helpful to you. If you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe, and your comments are always welcome. Thanks.